Take 4. For those of you who aren't in the Discord chat, I'm having audio problems at the moment, and so I stated that this video would be coming out in the morning because I don't want to put something out that is of inferior quality. So stick around to the end of the video first of all, because there are a few updates about the channel that I wanted to discuss and a few other minor things, but I'll be discussing it at the end because I want to get directly into the lore. So today we're going to be talking about the history of the Colovian people, and I'm not going to get too much into the culture or religious views, anything like that, because I'm going to do that in a separate video. Mainly has to do with time constraints, but we'll again talk about that at the end of the video. So the Colovian Estates make up of Anvil, Chorrol, Kvatch, and Skingrad and the surrounding lands. The Colovians trace their lineage back to the Cyro-Nords who lived on the frontier side of the region, and developed quite the rivalry between the Aleid kingdoms and the Nibonese, and more specifically, the Elysian Order. Now, the Elysian Order often pressed Colovia to join them, but they refused, and despite resisting, Colovia wasn't united. In fact, the Colovian states were split into many kingdoms and had two dominant factions that came out with the Kingdom of Kvatch and the Kingdom of Skingrad. In 478 of the First Era, disease riddled Skingrad and killed a majority of the royal family, save Rislav and his brother Dorald the Lyriarch. Dorald was a priest of Muruka and the Elysian Order and was named King of Skingrad once their father had passed away, while Rislav was off marrying Princess Beline of Kvatch. Dorald would use his first initial decree to succeed Skingrad to the Elysian Order, but the Colovian people were outraged, especially those of the people in Kvatch. Rislav was then chosen to lead a battle against Skingrad where he killed his brother and became king of Skingrad into the process of it and brought Skingrad back into the Colovian Estates. The Elysians reacted to this when Emperor Gorius invaded Colovia. Rislav pulled a tactical retreat to the Colovian highlands, and as the Elysians pursued, they were constantly harassed by guerrilla war soldiers. Really, Rislav was waiting to unite with the forces of King Justinius of Kvatch, and when they united, the two armies drove back Gorius in a humiliating fashion. Other Colovian kings saw this and rallied to Kvatch and Skingrad, and they would resist all future Elysian invasions from then on. In 2200 of the First Era, the Thracian plague ravaged Tamriel. Bendu-Olo, king of Anvil, organized armies across Tamriel at Sturk, an island off of Cyrodiil, to form the All-Flags Navy. It led to the sacking of Thrace, and Bendu-Olo would receive unimaginable fame. The Elysians, jealous of this, instigated the War of Righteousness, which, in 2321 of the First Era, then kind of cementing their downfall. This 10-year conflict would end with their collapse. Random fact here, because I didn't know exactly where to put it. In 2703 of the First Era, Riemann of Sancretor, which was in the Colovian Estates, established the Second Empire after defeating the initial Akaviri invasion. Didn't know exactly where to throw that, so it's there. Enjoy that. When the empire collapsed in 431 of the Second Era, Tamriel was fractured, and the Longhouse emperors would rise to power in Cyrodiil, and they specifically targeted Colovia due to their opposite religious views. Duke Varin Eclearios of Kvatch would rally against the Colovian would rally the Colovian armies, not rally against them. Now Varin built Varin's Wall, and then, while he rallied his armies, appointed his nephew Carolus Eclearios to rule Kvatch in his stead. Varin would win and marry the opponent's widow, Clivia Tharn, which was a mistake by the way. And in 579 of the Second Era, Varin and his 5 companions would travel to obtain the Amulet of Kings, but was eventually betrayed by Manny Marco, who was one of the 5 companions. Manny Marco then initiated Molag Bal's invasion of Tamriel, then known as the Plain Meld, and at the same time, the Alliance War would break out and tear the Colovian Estates apart. Just know this is take 4 for me. I'm really kind of sick of trying to restart this, so we're keeping shit in. I think it's like the first time I swore in an Elder Scrolls video. King Cuchulainn of Falkreath sought to unite the Colovian Estates, and he and his champion, Hjalti Earlybeard, sought to conquer the Reach to secure their borders, and in the Battle of Old Herolden, they did this. They would go on to, less than a year, conquer the rest of Cyrodiil and essentially unite all of the province under Cuchulainn. But then he suddenly died, which led to the crowning of Hjalti, now Tiber Septim. Many Colovians served Septim faithfully throughout the Tiber Wars and received generous rewards. The two most prominent were Titus Alorius, who became governor of the Western Reach, and Emil Reichton, who became governor of Stros Mackay. Colovia was at peace until the Comoran usurper sacked Kavach, and during this chaos, pirates became rampant along the region, and even after Hayman Comoran's death, peace wasn't achieved until Commodore Fasil Ambrionix defeated the pirate lord Teradun ap Dugal and became Count of Anvil. In 433 of the Third Era, the minor event of the Oblivion Crisis happened and ravaged Tamriel. While Kavach was destroyed, the hero of Kavach orchestrated the end of the crisis, with the last of the Septim dynasty, Martin Septim, giving his life to resolve the event. Colovia remained quiet as it recovered until the Medes of Colovia established the Mede dynasty of the Third Empire. As of 201 of the Fourth Era, it is unknown how Colovia fares. With the exception of Anvil, Colovia remained untouched by the Great War, as Anvil was under siege and eventually captured by the Thalmor. So a couple channel updates I want to do at the moment. One, I want to have a small apology for these videos coming out sort of late. I know they usually come out on Wednesdays, and lately they've been getting them out around kind of the unspoken time I've been trying to get things published, around 1 p.m. Most series I've been good on it, especially Elder Scrolls Lore. I've been getting them out at 1 p.m. every Wednesday, so I've been really trying to get that out, and it's been difficult to manage lately. I'm in a weird transitionary period of my life, so things have been kind of difficult and chaotic. So just know that in the next couple weeks, expect things to be returning sort of to normal, where you're going to see these videos coming out at a stable time again, or the same time, I guess, I don't know. But expect that to come out at the same time soon, as things start slowing down for me here. And then another thing, Dragon Age lore will be coming back, not relatively soon, but I've decided that I want to do something a little different compared to what I do here. Elder Scrolls lore comes out weekly, right? And I love Elder Scrolls, so that's easy for me. And I got this system down to the point where it's relatively easy for me to do, whereas Dragon Age lore requires a lot of time. So I'm going to be doing an 8-episode kind of season-esque style of formatting here, where I'm going to record 8 episodes, do all the editing, and then release them periodically or weekly as, when the initial episode comes out. So I have the first 2 videos done, so if you would like to see any specific event covered for Dragon Age, let me know in the comments below, or in the Discord chat. Easier for me to track there. And I will cover it and get that done. And then I will just, work off there. So I'm not going to be taking requests, I guess, for future videos during the series, because obviously the first initial 8 videos will have already been made. So if you want to see something, request it in the comments. Feel free to do that. Just don't expect it to come out within the initial series. So, expect it to come out with, I guess, quote unquote, season 2. I use air quotes there. So that way you know that it's not gonna. It'll come out eventually, but it's not gonna be with the initial time frame of when it's requested. Except for now, because I have only gotten 2 episodes recorded, and I'm in the process of editing both of them. So if you want to see a topic, you have 6 slots open. So feel free to throw in whatever recommendation you want when it comes to Dragon Age. I will try to get to it as best I can. Another thing, we are going to be talking and focusing a little bit on Cyrodiil in terms of lore. So we're going to be talking about the Colovian peoples and the Nibonese, and a couple specific characters that I want to highlight because I found them quite interesting. So just keep that in mind. That's what's going to be coming up in the future for Elder Scrolls. It was a recommended topic, I should say, as well. So there is that coming out. And then mainly, I just, I talked a little bit about earlier. I apologize for these time factor here. The time has been kind of a bitch for me. Second time I swore in an Elder Scrolls video. What do you know? So it's been kind of hard for me to manage at this point. Like I said, expect it to slow down soon. Once it does, expect seeing some of the more requested gameplays come out. Specifically, I'm trying to get Subnautica edited all the way and get that in. That's been crazy to get through. At the same time, I've also been trying to do... I'm drawing a blank on the name. I don't know why. I did a subscriber special with it, but I'm doing gameplays through that. I'm trying to start a series in it. It's gonna bug me now that I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I could just pause and look it up, but XCOM 2, just paused and looked it up. Expect the series to come out in that soon too. I've been trying to get that in, as well as a couple other series that I don't want to name now that I've been working on, that I've been sitting on for quite a while, that I've been trying to get edited and done. I just haven't really had the time to do it. Like I said, I'm in a very busy part and transitionary period of my life, so things have been kind of chaotic. I'm trying to manage it as best I can at the moment, so what I'm able to get out and put out are the things that I have down like that. That's why you're seeing a lot of the COD 4 videos. It's why you're seeing Grand Ages or Total War Rome. It's why you're seeing those videos become more common in terms of coming out, because those are A, the videos I have, and B, the videos I have down to editing and recording pretty quickly, and it's good to go. The COD 4 videos take a bit longer to make, but I was actually sitting on quite a few of those that I edited about 2 months ago, so that's why I'm able to come up with those. But regardless of which, I've been rambling on long enough in terms of updates and channels. If you want to hear more, discuss more about it, let me know in the Discord chat below. Let me know in the... Meet me in the Discord chat, which the link is in the description below for you to join. I'm exhausted. This is the 4th take I'm doing. I don't care anymore. I hope to see you all in the Discord chat, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.